Wait. Are live once there. Yeah, late stream, as I was optimistic enough to think that a 6 GB download could be done in 2 hours. Turns out that it could not. First of all, that is a lot of notifications. It's gonna clear all these out real fast. A lot of things. Free outfits. Go for fiber optic internet. And the problem is those are like monthly costs.
When we shake hands, we enter a relationship like that of two intersecting lines.
More free pull. This. Old stuff is now free. So how do I get these? That is how. Money. Almost done with notification. I'm not reading all this. I'm just gonna move myself down a little. The text is visible. I'm not reading all of it out loud. I realized you had to read. I will never read. Too much effort. It really wasn't that much, but whatever. I have a fair amount of polls. I have all of you. I guess we just started. I probably won't be able to do like 1 or 2. Would probably only be able to like 1 or 2 chapters since starting an hour late.
Hit harder! It has to feel real. Roll again.
What? Not again! I've heard you're assisting us with Nightpiercer, our arcanist vigilante.
Yes, sir.
Our suspect is highly unpredictable. Much time.
Director Noah, I heard someone's been stalking you.
Probably just crazy fans. I'm used to it. Now get to makeup. This is an important scene.
About that fire 8 years ago. What happened?
Did you join my cast just to interrogate me?
First, the Nightpiercer case. Now this mass hysteria. If they're trying to bring a movie to life, then the last puzzle piece. The Shahua Parade.
Wow, what's that?
That's Jingliang, the Xiandao beast.
So cool, like a big cat. Thanks.
What's your status, 9527?
No sign of the suspect. Over.
丽丽，你慢到啲乜嘢啊？
Wow, what an awesome parade!
Eyes on suspect. Requesting backup.
强梁既出，王有过，斩杀凶器，小节不详。Look, it's the real 强梁。
Probably. Oh. 19. Yep. Probably only be able to do like 1 or 2. I'd want to do at least some pulls as well. Fresh police story. Nothing like a cold welcome to greet a rookie.
“相传商周时期，天地间魑魅魍魉横行，有恶兽为祸人间，令神州萧条，生灵涂炭。幸有大贤芳香氏受天子之托，向12摄提神请愿，得巫武之力，降服恶兽，收为己用，更名为显道兽。”
It's kind of crowded event. It'll be fine.
显道兽得摄提神感召，
Bullets don't have
化为
physics.
驱逐世
They'll
间
just
诡
continue
异、
upwards
护
forever.
一方安宁的神兽，得万民敬奉。然至唐末时，战乱频起，为守显道兽之传承延续，最后的芳香氏在先去之前，将其分别托付给12镇子，其中。显道兽强梁，壮虎衔蛇，凶悍无匹。得强梁之人，后以兽为名，改姓为梁，世代相承。时至今日，虽说世间已不再有妖魔肆虐，梁家也已不像过去那样风光，但家族上下都始终牢记祖训。守礼克己，秉公持正，将为世间惩奸除恶视为己任。翻开家谱，每一个名字后面必定都是一个行得端、坐得正、响当当的良家子弟。然而，显道兽强梁却已有近100年未曾现身了。直到你，我最引以为傲的女儿， 直到你再一次唤醒了强梁。你可知自己肩负着何种重望？
Hand rests on the girl's shoulder. Its weight like that of the world.
我知道的，爸爸，你就相信我吧。
She has heard this story 1,000 times. For years, this answer has been engraved in her mind. But it is the only answer she has ever been allowed to give.
I will not fail our family. I will fulfill my destiny as a worthy master of Qiangliang.
Morning, guys. All right. Who wants to hit me with some good news and make my day a little easier?
The report on that summoning ritual is done. Seems like the destination was some farm out in the sticks.
Hey, did someone take the pendulum without signing it out? We've only got one to go around.
Everyone in the division of arcane affairs is caught up in the chaos of their own work. Too busy to notice the officers who has just stepped in.
Let's try this another way. First three of you to give me some good news will earn yourselves a coffee. My treat.
Get ready, D, because what I'm about to tell you next is gonna blow your mind.
Save me a cup. I gotta find our pendulum thief first.
Apparently, it doesn't take much to become the most popular person in the office. But before anyone can earn a steaming cup of joe, an angry shout interrupts them.
Hello? Excuse me? I'm still here! I'm a tax-paying citizen. I pay your salary, so why don't you stop gossiping and do your job?
真係上梁不正下梁歪。
He shoots Portier a glare before stomping his way out of the division of arcane affairs, muttering curses under his breath.
Him again? What's he complaining about this time?
Having brought the missing pendulum back to its place, the officer strides over and grabs a coffee. He shrugs.
Some nonsense about making a mistake while we were out searching for a dog in Chinatown.
A missing pooch? Since when are we the dog patrol?
I know, it's not our job. And then he got all huffy about us being brash and naive. And then I was right back to complaining about the incident last year.
You remember when that rookie saw bruises on a kid and kicked up a whole fuss about child abuse? Turned out it was just some traditional Chinese massage. After they got cleared of the charges, the kid's parents were fuming about it for weeks. But like, come on, it's literally a rookie mistake. He apologized and they forgave him. You'd think that'd be a problem solved, right? But this guy just wouldn't let it go. He's not even related.
Still, must have left a bad taste in his mouth, I guess. I just don't get why he's complaining about it to us. We don't find missing dogs. We find critters.
They exchange a glance. Portier lets out a sigh.
Well, at least most folks are friendly. Yeah, well, I was asking for good news. So how about something upbeat?
Sorry, I've got nothing of that particular flavor. Just the opposite.
Let me guess. Our vigilante struck again?
The officer drops the morning paper in front of her. As her eyes land on the headline, her coffee suddenly smells bitter.
The vigilante night piercer bestows justice to LA streets. Ugh, so melodramatic. Who got hit this time?
Some rich varsity boys. They got in the news over some hazing incident that put a teammate into the ICU. But you know how it is. Strings are pulled and all the charges went away.
But get this. All of them were found penned up on the school's fencing this morning. And with those injuries, looks like they can kiss college football goodbye.
skill
Hate to
issue.
say it, but I gotta side with the vigilante on this one. Those kids were monsters. Still.
We're the police, and crime is crime. Doesn't matter how scummy the victims might be.
Irritated, Althea tosses the newspaper onto one of those many cluttered desks around her.
The arcane skill this guy cast, using those needles? It's like he's trying to imitate Detective CO7. What's up with that?
CO7? Like from the movie series? Don't act so surprised I've seen them. You know I love movies about Arcanum.
So, do we got anything?
Have you seen the look on Chief Eldon's face yet?
Althea looks around at the deputy chief's office, squinting as she tries to see through the shaded blades.
Hot damn. I know that look. Wasn't the last time when he found out his daughter was dating some jackass crook? I know this Nightpiercer guy's been tricky, but is it really that bad?
You don't know the half of it. The pressure's been building on him. Now, apparently the up-tops are sending us some support. Some cadet from the Vigil's Bureau. I guess they've decided we're not working hard enough, or something.
Vigils? From the Foundation? Aren't they only responsible for the Arcanum crimes that'll cause serious consequences? I don't see how this Nightpiercer guy is their kind of trouble. Besides, how's a Vigil even going to help us? They don't know the city like we do. And not even a full agent, just a cadet. Wait, did you say cadet?
Althea's head snaps back to the officer, her eyes wide. She can't just let that word slide by without notice.
You heard me. Apparently, they decided this is gonna be a thing. Send the cadets along to assist and test their chops. So now we're not just dog catchers, we're babysitters too.
Is this some kind of joke?
Your words, my lips.
The chief said it's a chance to develop a better working relationship between us and the Vigils. I think Brass just wants to cozy up with the St. Pavlo Foundation.
She downs the rest of her coffee and tosses the empty cup into the trash.
Yeah, that would explain the look on Eldon's face. So what? Anyone know when this cadet is due? Or hell, anything useful at all?
I heard tell it's some Chinese girl from a famous family of arcanists. She's got a mega powerful familiar, and that's why the Vigils recruited her.
Really? Just for her familiar? That can't be the only reason. Did she at least, score well on her tests?
Apparently, she didn't even take the test. She was still in training when she was picked. No field experience at all.
Althea tries to maintain her steely demeanor, but the frustration proves too much to contain.
So you mean this girl's a total liability? Some spoiled rich kid debutante looking for a chance to polish her resume?
The officer lets out a dry chuckle, but as her reply is about to relieve her lips, her eyes flick behind Potier, and her tone changes.
That's not exactly what I said.
They wouldn't put it just anyone in this position. The office falls silent as all eyes turn to the unfamiliar figure standing in the doorway.
Excuse me. I'm Vigil Cadet Liang Yue from the St. Pavlo Foundation, Vigil's Bureau, reporting for duty, ma'am. Could you please point me to Deputy Chief Eldon?
He's in his office.
Here is the one to break the silence. She jerks her head towards the office in the corner as she speaks.
I see. Thank you.
She offers a slight nod, and under the scrutiny of every officer present, makes her way to the deputy chief's office. As soon as the door is shut, murmurs break out like a wildfire.
That's our princess? I've seen street rats bigger. I bet I could lift her up with one hand.
Don't forget her familiar. Though, I don't see it now, so she must be a summoner.
Lucky her. I wish my great-great-great-grandpa left me something like that.
So what's Eldon gonna do? No way he's letting this baby rat scurry into our investigation. I'll show her the door myself if he'll let me.
Guaranteed our Vigil-to-be is a spoil airheaded legacy pick. I can't imagine she's the type to follow orders.
Guys, we won't get any answers just sitting here.
Yeah, you're right. I need to get back to work. Josh is out on leave, so I've got to cover all his cases.
Hey, hold on. I've got a way to get the scoop on this girl.
Before Potier can walk away, he grabs her sleeve and, with a knowing look on her face, indicates toward the deputy chief's office.
Liang Yue, specially recommended by the Foundation's East Asia branch for selection into the Vigils Bureau, top of class during your training. Selected to serve as the pilot for the Vigil Cadet Field Training Program with the LAPD Division for Arcane Affairs. It's an impressive resume.
Thank you, sir. Actually, it's not that...
Did I ask for an explanation?
Her voice falters for a moment.
No, sir.
Then don't give me one. You talk when I tell you to talk. You sit when I tell you to sit, and you do exactly as I say when I say. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, sir.
On the other side of the thin walls of the office, the officers exchange smirks as they listen into the conversation.
Classic Eldon. Reminds me of the good old days.
Good? The hell was so good about them? I think you've taken one too many smacks on the noggin. Still, she isn't as stuck up as I expected.
And she's probably a wuss. I figured she was gonna backtalk him. More like a meek little mouse than a rat.
They press their ears against the wall and fall silent once again.
I've been told you're here to assist us in catching the vigilante known as Night Piercer, but one look at you tells me you don't have the chops. I'll bet you're greener than any rookie on my force. Now, Liang, answer me. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
On this beat, you're going to encounter arcane crime that is worse than anything you've seen in your training. Beyond your imagination. Are you prepared?
Yes, sir.
When it comes to dealing with arcanist criminals, you need wits and you need strength. One mistake and you could end up in a casket on that long flight back home. So I ask again, are you up to this challenge?
Yes, sir. I'm ready.
No, you aren't.
He pulls a newspaper from the drawer and slams it onto the desk.
Read it.
The arcanist scammer Johnny 3 times has been apprehended. Using his arcane skill, ominous obeisance, he manipulated his victims to do anything he asked, specifically transferring all their money to him. In order to successfully cast his arcane skill, he requires his target to answer yes 3 times in 1 minute.
If you had been dealing with him, he'd already have you dumping your trust fund into his bank account. Or worse.
With all due respect, sir, that isn't a fair evaluation. I wouldn't have answered you that way if you were not my commanding officer.
Welcome to Stream Kinetic. Hope you're doing well.
Fair? There is no fair when it comes to arcanists. You've read the headlines about this guy and think you know what to expect?
We'll do a
What
little
if he
bit
had
of
abilities
gambling
the news
later.
didn't know about? What if he could disguise himself? Or do you think that crooks just leave their resumes behind at the crime scene?
For a brief moment, she is at a loss for words.
No, sir.
This article was published a week ago. If you were as ready as you claimed, you should have known about this con man and his arcane skill. If you had any smarts, you'd have at least figured out I was probing you.
You always put it all on black. You never lose on black. You look like Giga Chad. This had an incredibly sharp chin.
But you didn't. I don't know what the Foundation and your vigils teachers taught you. Frankly, I don't care. Because you don't have the practical skills necessary to keep yourself alive on these streets. I will absolutely not put a kid like you on the Night Piercer case.
His cold voice carries through the wall. The officers outside exchange
Cold
glances.
and ruthless as a Minnesota winter. Elgin's never been a people person. Guess that's why they keep him stuck down here with us.
I don't know. I agree with him. But he's being pretty rough on her.
She's definitely too young for this. What you think? She gonna cry?
Look, if she can't handle the chief, then she can't handle this city.
Is that right? I seem to remember someone's eyes going red a few times on her first day.
What? Shut up! I didn't.
Shh. Listen.
They fall silent again.
End of discussion. If you want to call home to your daddy or the Foundation, get reassigned somewhere else, be my guest.
And they just did not want me turning off auto. They fall silent again, waiting to hear what fate will befall the young vigil cadet.
But as long as you're in my department, you'll follow my rules. For now, I'll assign you some of the lighter cases. This is grunt work, kid. Try not to mess it up.
Hold on. I've got a bad feeling.
Gautier's eyes widen, but it's too late to act.
Area Poitier will be your partner and field training instructor. She'll be happy to help you adjust. Isn't that right, Officer Poitier?
Happening a story, not much, just started. A Chinese girl getting, into police specifically for arcane criminals. Fear can't help but mutter a curse under her breath.
Crap. Guess my day isn't getting any easier.
We're in LA. Really the worst place to end up. Probably just do this one. It is on fire again. Probably just do this one and stop. So I only have an hour today. Total crisis. Put down the donut, drop the radio, and lick the sugar off your fingers. No joke.
Here we are. Get out. First case of the day. Anytime regular beat cops find a case related to Arcanum, they'll call it into dispatch, and then we get to come mop it up. This is what we call a basic Arcanum incident. The bread and butter of our work, kid. It's not often that we get anything urgent, but you've got to stay on your toes. But to be honest, I hope we don't get anything big today. Last thing I want is to take a rookie like you into a real emergency.
I hope so too.
That's yes, ma'am. You got me? You're probably thinking I'm trying to put you in your place, huh? That I'm just bossing you around. But get off your high horse, princess. Because as long as I'm your field instructor, you need to show some respect.
This is the pro tip her colleagues gave her before she left. Your trainee has powerful connections. You've got two choices. Either make sure they know who's in charge from day one, and the rest of your day sucking up to them. It seems she and her colleague were worrying over nothing.
But I don't have a horse, and I didn't think you were bossy. I'm honored to have you as my partner and field instructor. I look forward to learning under you.
Girl does not know metaphors. Pretty humble coming from Big Shot Cadet. Where tear narrows her eyes, only to be met with an earnest, slightly puzzled gaze.
Is there something wrong with what I said, ma'am?
Are you just that much of a pushover? Or is this all an act?
I paid an eye, I think it's like the 90s or so. I think it's like the 90s or 80s.
Pardon? I don't quite understand.
Nothing. Just keep close. You never know what can happen with these cases.
They take their last few steps up to the door and ring the bell. Heavy footsteps approach from within. The door is flung open with a bang.
Finally! Do you know how long I've been waiting? Those monsters are at it again! Do something!
Such an enthusiastic welcome isn't exactly what Vigil Cadet was expecting. Turns her head, only to see her instructor comfortably positioned a few feet behind her. Looks like she'll have to handle this on her own.
Please remain calm, ma'am. We're here now, and we won't let them hurt you. Am I correct that you reported there are critters that have broken into your house? Could you describe them for us? Do you have an idea how many?
I don't know. Like a ton? A bunch? 2.5 buttloads? I didn't stick around to count them.
Even among the woman's chaotic shouting, useful information can be extracted. Ling quickly formulates a plan. LA girls with valley accents.
So, there are many of them. In that case, I suggest we split up, ma'am. You could stay here and keep the lady safe, and send me to take the critters down. Given we're in the city, I suspect them to be tamed, and it's possible that someone may be controlling them.
Or with that kind of accent?
Once we've established their type, we may be able to deduce the incantation that's controlling them. Some incantations can be easily traced, such as the manipulation incantation or the
Over there! There they are!
Please stay behind me, ma'am. We are... they?
It freezes mid-step, her eyes locking into a corner of the yard. Shadow, a row of plump critters, features waddle into view.
Is this... This appears to be a Moncholo, a new breed of critter from the Miss New Bible Critter Rehabilitation Center, endorsed by the LSCC. They are medium to large in size and classed as non-aggressive. The Moncholo consumes base arcane materials and extracts the energy from them. They are intended to assist in the arcane production industry. They've been slated for worldwide distribution. But why are they here?
Well, what are you waiting for? Do something! Kill them!
Kill them? Oh, ma'am, please don't worry. They will not attack people. And it's against our procedures to kill non-aggressive critters without authorization.
But they're destroying my azaleas! And the stairs in my lawn! And they almost bit my sweetie's tail off!
Can't we just, like, abandon this girl? The ever-composed Vigil Cadet is momentarily at a loss for words.
Your sweetie? I see, ma'am. I will do my best to get them up.
She decides to put off investigating Sweet's identity for now. Before she can act, a shrill voice interrupts from outside the yard. That's bad. I don't care. She is mildly annoying.
Hey! Don't you dare lay a finger on my precious munchies!
What? Can I help you, sir?
I knew it! This jerk is my next-door neighbor? He keeps all kinds of these ridiculous smelly critters around. I order you to throw him and all his disgusting little pets in jail!
Are you out of your mind? They're just some adorable munchalos. What kind of sicko would want to hurt them?
The shouting match. The shouting match quickly escalates as a barrage of increasingly colorful insults fill the air. Then glances at her instructor. They are simply smirks and shrugs.
What did I tell you, huh?
And it's just simply out of this.
Embrace rather than resist.
This thick fog is making my head spin. Scurry behind those crates. Listen to this lunatic officer. Or for a little difficultly provoking my cousin. Both of these people are inseparable.
Great. Perfectly understood. This'll help. Feel my dark embrace. Keep calm. Or this book? Time to turn the page. To transcribe.
Yeah, that works, I guess. Just bring your pen.
Now, to preserve this memory in our dreams.
Finally, lunchtime. I'll grab the cheeseburger and an Americano. Large.
The front door to the diner has barely closed by the time Voltaire has shouted out her order. Seems this is just another part of the beat cop's routine.
So, some fluffy trespassers, an alchemy incident, a noise complaint for a werewolf infected, and a speeding ticket on an unregistered arcane vehicle. Honestly, busier than I expected. But it all went smoother than I expected, too. We've earned ourselves a decent lunch, I'd say. So what do you want, princess?
Bling studies the menu on the wall, hesitating to answer.
What? Don't tell me our little visual princess can't stomach a bit of fast food. Better get used to it, kid. We're on a tight schedule. There's no time for fancy dining.
Oh, it's not that. It's just... Are all the restaurants here so expensive? This is the first time I've been to LA, and it seems things cost more than I expected.
Skill issue. Voltaire is taken back.
What, you broke? You telling me the Foundation, can't afford to pay you a decent wage?
Oh no. It's... my subsidy should be enough for daily necessities. It's only the... I was hoping to save some money, but it seems the prices here won't allow me to. Sorry, please forget it. I'll have a chicken sandwich. Thank you.
Okay.
Their orders placed, the two take a seat at Voltaire's usual spot.
All right, question time, rookie. Because I think I've got the wrong impression. What I heard was that you were some pampered rich kid from a crazy old legendary family.
After a brief flicker of surprise, Bing's expression shifts. It's as if she expected to hear this question. Or at least has grown accustomed to it.
It's true. The Liang family have a long history and many legendary ancestors. But that was a long time ago. Nowadays, we're not so different from any other ordinary family.
Mm-hmm, sure. Ordinary. That's definitely what I think of when I see you. I also heard that you've got a familiar.
You mean Qiangliang?
Yeah, sure, that. Come on! It's some mysterious arcane creature from the Far East. Everyone in the DAA is curious about it, myself included. So, you gonna show me?
Ling looks a little troubled.
Now? I'm sorry, but I must refuse your request, Miss Poitier. With all due respect, the Qiangliang is a sacred being. It is deserving of great respect.
$30 burger? I mean, a $30 burger at that point, just take it. Take it and walk out. As a joke, obviously.
It has a divine mission to expel diseases and evil beings, and has guarded the world through the ages. Maybe that just sounds like old legends, but it's the truth. We've recorded every battle it fought in our family chronicles, and we're only allowed to borrow its power when we're in the greatest of danger. Please understand that I can't just summon it simply to show it to others.
Okay. I'm not unreasonable, Princess. If it's a sacred thing or whatever, I won't bother you over it.
From Ling's sincerity, it's clear that this isn't just an excuse. Voltaire isn't annoyed by it, but she does seem a little bored by the over-serious response. An awkward silence falls at the table. Luckily, the waitress breaks it as the arrival of their meals.
Anyway, I guess I should say you're doing a lot better than I thought today. And I don't just give out compliments, you got that? So take some pride in it. But don't get cocky either. This was all chump work. You haven't seen the ugly side of this job yet. This morning might have been a cakewalk, but this job can blindside you just like that. Never underestimate anything.
She takes a hefty bite of a burger and launches into a monologue. The food still rolling around in her mouth. Ling simply looks blank. Pierre finally swallows.
Hey, you in there, Princess?
I apologize, but in our family, we have a rule. 食不言，寝不语. It means we believe you shouldn't talk when eating or sleeping.
What? You're kidding. You're trying to say I'm being rude?
$50
Oh wait, you're serious, aren't you?
Ling sits totally still, her expression unchanged.
What kind of stupid rule is that? Besides, why would anyone be talking while they're asleep? What, like you can't sleep talk? How do you even control that?
Voltaire appears to be giving the question some genuine thought.
Sorry, maybe I didn't translate it right. It means keep quiet before sleep.
For a long moment, Voltaire stares at her, dumbfounded. Then she slumps back in her seat.
The heck? So many rules. Damn, Princess, you must have had a miserable childhood. Let me guess. Every day was courses and training, stuck inside, no books, no movies. Did they even let you watch Saturday morning cartoons? I've heard of kids like you. Sounds worse than jail to me. A childhood like that is rough, kid. It's bad for your head. Bad for the job, too.
Ling furrows her brow a little. He can't follow her thought process at all.
I don't understand why you're upset, Miss Poitier.
Did you change the
How is it bad for the job?
Yes, I have.
Did you check the list of incidents before we set off? There's a case we're going to after lunch. A director that received some kind of threat. She's shooting a film in Chinatown. Anyways, this director's an arcanist, and her movie is all about arcanum. So it's in our department. The point is, knowing's half the battle in this job. It'd be easier if you were a cinephile, or at least familiar with films. Maybe then you'd know a thing or two about her. She's famous for those Detective CO7 films. The first movies to really put a focus on Arcanum and Arcanists. Something about it, though. The detective in those films used a skill a lot like this Night Piercer crook. What's her name again? Something with an N? No.
It's strange to recall her name. I only saw a flash on the screen for a moment when she watched the film way back when. In her focus, she fails to notice the flash of surprise on the face.
Noah.
Yeah, that's it. Wait, so you...
Yes, I've watched her movies too.
I'll be damned. So was it a special reward for getting straight A's, or...
Calling all nearby units. Code 3. We have a hostage situation at City Hall.
Well, and it'll be fine. Especially for like a game stuff. They're not really gonna copy strike you. I mean, if anything, they might like take the ad revenue from it, but that's the most that'll happen. Which I don't even get ad revenue anyways, so. The radio announcement. The radio announcement cuts their get-to-know-you session short.
Suspect is a registered Arcanist posing a threat to life. On-scene officers are requesting immediate Arcanist support.
City Hall. We're close by, aren't we?
Pack up, lunchtime's over.
Yeah, I'll have to stop there today for some gambling. Let's grab all of it first. Oh. This is free. Let's do this one first. Easy video game. I need to pay. Is nice.
咁單 case 就交俾我咯噃，多謝晒老細。I'm 黎媽的士 ，Of course you would better call me 晏晏，得閒一齊發達啦。
Three portraits. Oh, I have about 30. It's worth it's paid. I can get lucky on the banner that I actually want, though. Just 5. Oh. No 5-star, though. And 4. And 5-star. Eek. Can I get?
Hey.
For one more pull. For another 10 pull. Where'd the red go? Gone. Reduced to atoms. Whatever. Will this give me free thing? Free thing. Beautiful Germany 1. Always gamble. You're bound to win eventually. I've got an idea. Squeeze out one more bottle.
Which of these darlings shall we attend to first? Listen. Stay back, I say! Please, allow me. Time to turn the page. To turn spread. Briefing complete.
And one more time.
Which of these darlings shall we attend to first? This'll help. Please, allow me. Time to turn the page. To read. Finally, it's just you and me, Ma.
Now, here, one more bowl. And absolutely nothing. It was not worth it. Broke. It'll be a free 10 bowl in 6 days, it's fine. So this should be a long banner, yeah. For the month. It'll be fine.
So this is the suitcase. I always wanted to see it for myself. Oh, Timekeeper, do you think you could swing me a bigger room? Somewhere dark and dry, too. I have a lot of memory films to store, because I can't keep them in the Foundation's warehouse anymore.
This is a long banner. There will be plenty of opportunity to continue gambling. I can just get a new outfit for a sentient apple. I took a roof yesterday. I need to gamble. All of that money is going to gamble. Only need to win once and then we'll be set. Be fine. Water pipes. It'll be fine. Just one good win. One good win is all you need. Yeah, I can do that as well. Just, don't. Days logged in. 400. I also have this. So we do have 3 random 6-star. I'm just gonna go someone that I don't have. Like New Babel Voyager, someone that I don't have. Just taking their soil. Look, all we need is 1 good win. 1 good win.
Thank you for inviting me, Miss Vertin. A typical room is more than fine. Oh, by the way,
I'll take an Artifice of Vila. Here the house was. I just like lay some planks of wood on top of it. It'll be fine. The 1 good win will come soon.
Oh, Miss Vertin.
That's all you need.
Oh, welcome, Waisa!
I have to start saving now. And we'll continue story next week. My lord took wood planks too. It'll be fine. All you need is 1 good win and everything will be fine. That is gonna end here before we lose even more than her. Already lost even the dust. I'll probably gamble in like a week from now when the free temple's back. Thank you all for watching. Oyasumi.
Hey.